Strapped my helmet on and climbed onto the scooter. Mom handed me some paper bags.
I'm sorry we can't afford to pay someone for delivery, sweetie. Bear with me for a few more days.
Don't worry about it, Mom. I got this.
But I want you to focus on school.
And I can do both.
Fine, but always remember, stay in the side lane and
Pause at every crossing to watch cars coming from all directions. Mom, trust me to know all this. I'm off now. Bye! As I zoomed through my hometown and reached the city center, I slowed down and stopped in front of a clothes shop. I'd been eyeing the red dress in the window display for ages, and I was so relieved to see it was still there. You wait for me, okay? I'm saving up for you. You're gonna look so good on Mom. Then I was on my way again, following the directions on the GPS to a huge mansion. I parked in the driveway and rang the bell, and to my shock, the door was opened by Dana, the bane of my life. I'd gotten the female lead in the school play instead of her last year, and she seemed to be holding on to a huge grudge ever since. Hi, you ordered chicken? Dana casually reached out to take the bags from me, and then tossed them aside.
So, the rumor is true. You're just a poor delivery girl running around town with greasy chicken. No wonder you always wear clothes that seem to be straight out of the trash. They smell like that too.
That'll be $20.
Here's $500. Keep the change. I know you badly need it.
I took the dollar bills, pulled out a 20, and put the rest on the floor. Not badly enough to accept it from you. And yeah, you shouldn't eat fried chicken. Maybe order a salad from someplace. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye! I turned around and hopped onto my scooter before she could reply.
I stood behind a pillar in the lobby of Dad's company Biotech, which was currently filled with journalists and photographers. My half-brother Ace stood confidently behind the podium on the makeshift stage, then signaled to one of the journalists to ask his question.
How does it feel to know that you'll be the country's youngest CEO at 18, 3 months from now?
It feels great. I know it's a huge responsibility, but I'm certainly up for the challenge. Next.
The company seems to be in some trouble. We haven't seen any groundbreaking product in a long time. Can you keep up with your competitors?
Yes, of course. We're always working on new ideas, and I believe in my team's ability to come up with something that will keep us on top. Thank you all for coming today. Please, help yourselves to the buffet.
As the journalists dispersed, Ace wasn't smiling as widely anymore. He walked over to Dad, and I made sure to stay out of sight as I listened to them talking.
I'm impressed with how you handled those questions, son. But we both know that we need something really innovative this time, and soon.
Don't worry, Dad. I got this.
Of course, I trust you. But we need some breakthrough research, and that's not your area of expertise. It's your brother's.
Ace just rolled his eyes at that.
I can always find a way. You know that. I just need a little more time, Dad.
Dad nodded and patted him on the back, and I slipped away. My half-brother was an arrogant jerk who always wanted me to stay in the shadows so he could be the face of Dad's company. Well, he might have the looks and charisma, but I had the brains, and I'd been working on something very promising that I hoped I could share with Dad soon.
I was at my desk trying to focus on what I was typing, but that was not happening with my BFF Clover yapping away and eating chips loudly.
Dina is such a witch. She thinks she can get away with anything because she's the principal's daughter. She looks like an evil frog. I'll give Frog-Faced Witch a piece of my mind in school tomorrow.
No, don't do that, Clover. She's not worth our time. Just forget about her.
Fine, if you insist. So, how's your story going? You're gonna get paid for it, right?
Yeah, it's just enough to help Mom with the bills this month. I have to submit it in 2 days, though, and I'm panicking because I'm having writer's block. But I noticed Clover wasn't even listening to me anymore and was busy leaning out the window.
Oh my, you better get your butt here this minute, sister. Guess who's back?
OMG, Ace? For real? Clover and I were practically drooling over the view next door. There was Ace, my gorgeous neighbor, stepping out of the pool with water rippling down his perfect. He's just the perfect hero for love stories. Handsome, smart, and so charming.
You're lucky you live next door to him. I'm so jealous.
But just then, his brother Dominic walked out to the poolside and blocked Ace from our view.
Ugh, Dominic is ruining the show. Why are you friends with the wrong half-brother again? You should have befriended the hot one.
Come on, Dom is nice. You'll have to accept at some point that he's also one of my best friends.
Yeah, a friend who's in love with you.
What? Ew, no. Dom is like a brother to me. Well, not a brother exactly, but we're just friends. We don't see each other that way.
Okay, if you say so. I guess you've never paid attention to how he says your name.
There's only one way to say my name.
No, he goes like, Sadie, like he's stretching it out in a sexy kind of way.
Where do you come up with this trash?
Look, only one of us can have Ace anyway, so you should take the dork.
Just then, I noticed Dominic turning his head to look directly at me and Clover. A smirk crept up on his face as he said something to Ace. Oh my god, what is he doing? Is he telling Ace we've been spying on him? Just then, Ace looked up at us and laughed, and Clover and I dropped to the floor in panic.
That jerk exposed us. I told you, you're friends with the wrong brother.
Ugh, that dimwit.
I was brimming with excitement as I worked in Dad's lab, feeling confident that this time my experiment would work. But seconds later, I was interrupted when the door flung open and Ace walked in like he owned the place.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here.
I think you missed the Do Not Disturb sign. What are you doing here anyway? Don't you have some party to go to?
Well, as the older and better brother who has chosen to lead this company my dad one day, I thought I should come by and oversee things now and then.
I decided to ignore him as I continued working, but he walked closer to me and leaned on the counter.
If I were you, I'd spend less time in the lab and just focus on school, bro. I don't think your ideas are working out, and I may have to hire more capable scientists soon.
I'm not giving up yet. I think I'm close to something good.
Well, I'm not holding my breath.
And with that, he turned and left, leaving the door open. I walked behind him and slammed it shut. I hoped my idea would work, just so I could rub Ace's smug, stupid face in it.
I was determined to finish my story tonight no matter what. It was nice and quiet, I had my lucky socks on, and I just ordered my favorite banana pizza. Just as I was about to bite into a slice, my cat jumped up and snatched it from me. Hey, give that back, you greedy creature! Your cat food's in the bowl. This is mine! I chased Meowly Cyrus around the room, knocking over a bunch of things. It's the last piece, and I haven't eaten all day. I finally jumped forward and caught him. Gotcha! Just as I was about to snatch my slice from him, a roll of toilet paper came flying through the window and hit me on the forehead. I looked up annoyed to see Dominic climbing into the window ledge.
Let the poor cat eat in peace.
Stop acting like Meowly Cyrus's dad. Fine, Meowly. Here, have it. Are you happy now?
It's just a freaking pizza. A disgusting banana one, actually.
It's the meaning of my life, and you know it! Also, I'm still mad at you for yesterday. Why did you embarrass me and Clover in front of Ace? He must be thinking we're so lame!
He's not thinking about you. You're just one of his 1,000 fangirls.
Then he just flopped down on my bed, took out his own laptop from under it, and started working on something. I really hope you're doing some homework. You're always focused on your scientific research, and you'll fail high school at this rate.
This research is more important. I really need to prove my worth.
You know your dad loves you and Ace the same, right?
Sometimes I really don't think he does. And Ace definitely thinks he's better than me because his mom is rich and mine's poor. I know he's smart, but I really believe I can run Dad's company better. So I just gotta show him that. Sadie dropped down on the bed beside me and stared up at the ceiling, looking deep in thought. How's your romance story going?
I still need a few more scenes, but my mind isn't cooperating and I don't know why. He's just being difficult. And yes, it's a he. I've assigned a pronoun to each body part.
It's a surprise for someone as feminist as you to call the mind a he.
Well, he's annoying and stubborn and also gives me really stupid ideas at times. So yeah, it's a he.
Sadie sighed, then pulled out her hair tie and shook her hair out. And I felt kinda stunned. At that moment, she looked prettier than ever. Maybe you need to finally date someone. Experience is the best inspiration, you know.
Why would I date someone when we'll eventually break up? Nothing lasts forever, Dommy boy, so no thanks.
Wow, I didn't expect that coming from a romance writer.
The perfect love stories only exist on paper. Trust me.
Okay, Miss Cynical. What if you fake dated then? You know, role-playing can help visualize scenarios better.
That's an idea, but who would agree to fake date me?
I'm a very busy guy, but I could take out some time to help a friend in need.
What? I wouldn't be able to take you seriously for a second. That would never work.
And what prize would I get if I prove you wrong? Sadie smacked me with a pillow.
This and this too.
We both laughed as we broke up into a pillow fight.
The next day at school when the last bell rang, I was in a hurry to leave because I had to make Mom's deliveries. As I was rushing down the corridor, I suddenly went crashing straight into someone and dropped all my books. I looked up to see that it was freaking Dana. Oops, sorry, didn't see ya. As I quickly picked up my stuff, Dana's minion suddenly grabbed my arms.
Not so fast, honey.
And then Dana snatched my bag and took out my laptop.
Ooh, nice lappy. Where did you steal this from?
What? It's mine. Don't touch it. I tried moving towards Dana, but her minion was holding me back in a tight grip.
We've always wondered how a trashy peasant like you got accepted into this elite school.
There's a thing called a scholarship? I guess only smart kids know about it.
Look at that attitude. You don't belong here, delivery girl.
And with that, Dana threw the laptop on the floor so hard, it was instantly wrecked. No! Dana's minion let me go, and I kneeled down next to my poor laptop in despair. No, I don't have a backup for my story. Just then, I noticed a small crowd had gathered, which suddenly fell quiet and made way for someone to walk through. It was Margot, the most popular girl in school, who was sheer perfection from head to toe. But right now, her lovely face looked grim.
What's happening here?
Dana and her minion looked at each other in alarm.
Margot, we didn't do anything. She bumped into us on purpose.
We were just teaching her a lesson, I swear. She deserved it. She was really rude to me the other day.
Margot turned to Dana and gently pushed her against the wall.
Touch her again, and I'll make sure you'll regret it. Do you understand?
The two girls nodded their heads quickly and then fled the scene. Margot picked up my bag and handed it to me.
I'm sorry about what they did. I'll replace your laptop.
I tried to hold back my tears as I shook my head. You don't have to do that. It's not your fault.
I kind of feel like it is. They're my friends.
It's really not, and you're not them.
Okay, but if you change your mind, let me know.
I mustered a small smile and nodded, then watched Margot walk away. Rich, popular, pretty, and kind. I wish I could be like you. Later that night, I was sitting on my bed, mindlessly scrolling through my phone when the doorbell rang downstairs. And to my surprise, it was a butler from Dominic's house with a package for me. I raced up to my room, ripping into the package like a ninja on a mission. Inside was the sleekest laptop I'd ever seen, shining like a knight's armor. Heard what happened in school today. I'm gonna be stuck in the lab till really late tonight, so I couldn't come see you. But you better not miss the deadline for that story. P.S. Don't drool on the keyboard, Dom. Oh my god, I could kiss you right now, Dom. I had to start the story from scratch, but I was suddenly pumped. I typed furiously the whole night and was finally done at dawn. At some point, I must have dozed off on my desk because I suddenly opened my eyes to find someone's face really close to me, and I jumped back with a shriek, falling off my chair. Dom, you scared the living daylights out of me.
I'm sorry. I was just checking to see if you were breathing. You're a very quiet sleeper. Have you submitted your story?
No, I need to do a final proofreading.
Why don't I do it for you?
I felt relieved as Dom took over my laptop, but then he made a funny face.
Princess Walk Walk. That's your pen name?
Yeah, it's cute, right? A chicken sound, like this. Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah, it's great. Got a nice ring to it. I'm sure Princess Walk Walk will be a very famous writer one day.
I stared sleepily at Dom's face as he read my story, and I couldn't help thinking that he looked really cute with his mussed-up hair.
Done. I think it's really good, Sadie. Send it.
I triumphantly sent the email and felt a weight lift off my shoulders. Wait, are you just coming back from the lab?
Yep, just thought I'd check on you before heading home, which I should do now. I could use a shower.
As he was leaving out the window, I placed a hand on his arm. Thank you again for everything. You're the best. Dom looked back at me with a serious expression that I couldn't read.
You're welcome. Actually, Sadie, before I go, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. I think I'm just gonna say it now.
Oh my God, was he gonna tell me he liked me?
So, what's the emergency?
Okay, so, yesterday I was having trouble with my ideas for my romantic story, and Dominic suggested that he and I could fake date for inspiration. Of course, I didn't take that seriously, but then he sent me a brand new laptop last evening so I could finish my story. I mean, that was just him being a good friend. But then he popped by this morning to check up on me and said he wanted to tell me something, and he looked really serious. And then he just told me something about their company problems. But Clover, I think you might be right, and he wanted to tell me that he likes me. No, wait, what if he's obsessed with me? I can't lose him as a friend, Clover.
Wow. So this is the emergency you're talking about? And I already told you he likes you. So now you want to confirm it?
Yes, and you will help me. Clover immediately dug into her bag and took out a book titled How to Tell If a Guy Likes You. Here are 18 signs. You just have that lying around in your bag?
Yes, for moments just like this. Also, I have a book called How to Dump a Guy Nicely. Here are 18 ways, but it's too soon for that. Now, let's see what signs we've got here. Okay. A man's feet point out what he wants. So if his feet are pointed at you when you two are talking, he's into you. Check.
Where else would his feet be pointed? He can't stand like a penguin.
He remembers small details about you. Check. He's always there when you need him. Check.
We've known each other for so long. Of course most of those would apply.
Yes, but some things need further observation. Like, does he look for your reaction first when he makes a comment or joke in a group? And is he using alpha body language around you?
Alpha body? What does that even mean?
That means we need to test a theory. You'll have to engage Dominic in conversation and observe his reactions and body language. Then you tell me your observations and I'll interpret them.
Just like that?
Yep. It won't be anything difficult. You're just talking to him like usual. But you'll just pay more attention this time.
Okay, I suppose I can do that.
I was in my pajamas and taking a plate of food to my room when I spotted the maid talking to someone at our front door. And it was the last person I was expecting. Margot? What brings you here?
Oh, hi. Can I come in and explain myself?
Yeah, of course. Come in, please. The maid moved aside and let Margot in and then left. And as Margot looked at me with a half smirk, I was suddenly very aware of my stupid pajamas.
Dominic, right? I came to see your brother.
Oh, wow. So you know my name?
Of course, we're in the same class.
Yeah, I knew that. My brother's not home yet.
That's all right. I just wanted to return his wallet. He dropped it at the dance club earlier today.
You guys were there together?
No, I just found it on the floor and realized it was his because of the ID inside.
I see. Well, I'll make sure he gets this. Thanks. Suddenly, an awkward silence fell between us as my brain scrambled for words. You didn't steal anything, right?
Excuse me?
What I mean is, maybe you stole the wallet's heart. Margot just stared at me with a poker face, and I could feel myself turning red. Okay, that was stupid. Wallets don't have hearts. Sorry, I was just trying to make you laugh. I tend to be a bit awkward around pretty girls. Margot's face softened and she smiled, and I couldn't help thinking how gorgeous she was.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
I made my way over to Dominic's place, hoping to test out some of Clover's theories on him. I rang the doorbell a couple of times and nearly fell back in shock when Margot opened the door, giggling about something.
Hey, Sadie.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting to. And then I noticed Dominic behind her, grinning like he had a clothes hanger stuck in his mouth.
Oh, hi, Sadie. Did we have plans or something that I forgot about?
No, I just came to ask something.
Sure, what is it?
You know what? I'm suddenly blank. I've completely forgotten what it was. Stupid dumb me. I'll text you when I remember. Bye! Before he could reply, I just turned around and left, and seconds later, I heard the door shut behind me. Since when were Margot and Dominic hanging out together? And why was this even bothering me?
Once Margot had left, I headed over to Sadie's house to ask why she'd dropped by earlier. I jumped over the fence as usual and climbed up her window. Sadie was curled up on the bed with her back to me, seemingly asleep. I quietly tiptoed in and saw that she was actually watching an MSA video on her phone. I leaned forward and said, "Boo!" Sadie nearly fell off the bed as I laughed.
Holy freaking butthole, you scared me!
I can't believe you're still not used to this. God, you look so stupid every time.
Ha, very funny. Can we do this another time? I'm tired.
What a buzzkill. Did something happen? Do you want some pizza?
I told you, I'm just tired. Go away.
I was surprised and a bit disappointed. And I was about to leave when I found Meowly rubbing herself against my leg. Oh, hello there, Meowly. Do you know how to twerk? Meowly suddenly sneered and scratched my hand hard. Ow, bad kitty! Look, Sadie, she scratched me.
I've been telling you, Meowly is evil, but you always take her side.
She glared at Meowly, who was busy licking its butt now, and then rummaged through her drawers for her first aid kit.
Give me your hand.
I immediately obliged, and as she put a bandage on, I couldn't help sneaking a few glances at her face.
There you go.
Thanks. So, did Princess Walk Walk get her first ever pay?
Oh, yes, I did. I'm gonna buy something for Mom tomorrow. It's her birthday. Also, I'm throwing a little dinner party for her, and I'd love it if you and Clover could join.
Of course, we'll be there. Is that what you came to say earlier?
Oh, yeah. I thought it would be rude to invite you to a party and not invite Margot. Although, I don't even know her, but yeah, I thought I'd just tell you later. And I had no idea you two were friends.
Well, we're not. Not really. She had just come by to return Ace's wallet.
Oh, so they're like a thing.
That's what I thought. But no, he dropped his wallet in a club and she found it. Anyway, let's go find some praying mantis in the yard.
You and your obsession with that weird insect. Go to sleep, buddy.
It's just 10 at night. Come on, princess. Let's go have your favorite strawberry shake after. Sadie looked a bit thoughtful for a few seconds, then said,
Okay, I'm in. Later when we were at the diner, I was watching Dominic placing our order at the counter, and I couldn't help wondering why I was finding him extra attractive these days. Soon, he came to the table with just one milkshake in hand. Just one?
Yep, we'll share it.
Are you out of cash? You could have just told me.
No, I have enough money. I was just thinking that maybe we could push that fake dating thing if you want. To give you more ideas for your next story. Couples share food and drinks, I'm guessing.
I was slightly taken aback, but I covered it up quickly by laughing out loud. I didn't think you were serious. Doing that with you sounds super weird.
Why would it be weird? I'm just trying to help you, and we're just friends, right? Unless you're secretly in love with me or something.
Oh God, please don't say that again. It almost gave me a stroke.
Too bad it didn't happen.
I just grabbed the shake from him and sipped on it while I prepared myself to test out Clover's signs.
If a guy likes you, he should maintain eye contact most of the time.
I leaned over on the table and stared intently at Dominic, who looked weirded out.
What you doing?
Nothing. You're ugly, and I just realized that you have two eyes.
You just realized that? Did you hit your head somewhere?
Just then, a pretty waitress walked by, and Dominic was immediately distracted.
He will try to impress you most of the time.
Didn't look like Dominic was making any effort to impress me. In fact, he let out a long burp, and I felt disgusted.
He finds small ways to compliment you.
As I fixed my hair and tried to look cute, Dominic made a weird face.
Why are you pouting? You look like a dying fish.
He finds small ways to touch your arm or hand while talking.
Oh my God, you gotta look at this dog and monkey video. It's so funny.
Just then, he punched my arm hard like I was his bro or something. And it actually hurt. Can we go home now? As we drove back, I couldn't help feeling a bit disappointed. It looked like he wasn't into me after all.
I was at my best friend Justin's place for our weekly video game night, and I was finding it hard to focus.
Come on, dude. Stop being a wuss and play like a man.
I'm trying. Okay, actually, no, I'm not trying. I give up. I'm just not in the mood today, sorry.
Then why did you come over to challenge me?
I just needed someone to talk to.
Since I'm your only other friend besides Sadie, I guess you want to talk to me about Sadie. What happened? Did you two fight?
No, we're fine.
Then what? You finally realized that you like her?
What? No! And why would I like her? She's like a A cousin.
Yeah, okay. I believe you.
I mean it. I don't like her. Not like that. And besides, she likes my brother. He's good looking and literally good at everything.
You're smarter than him, though.
I'm more book smart, but he's smarter in business and life. Of course Sadie will like him.
You're in deep trouble, dude.
You're useless. Do you know that?
Whatever. What is it you want to tell me?
Nothing now. I'm off. Bye. I threw a pillow at his head and left.
Mom's little birthday party had gone great, and she loved the present I got her. The next morning, I used a tidbit of makeup and decided to let down my hair. As I walked into school, I could feel more eyes on me than usual. Later that day, I was supposed to meet Dominic in the library, and I wanted to see his reaction too. But he was 20 minutes late. Finally, I called him. "Where are you? We don't have all day to finish this homework. The class will start in 15 minutes.
Sorry, I'll be late today. I'm at the lab. Can you just work on mine too? Pretty please?
No.
Come on. You can do this for your best friend who's amazing and has been busy cracking the cure for paralysis for months now.
Okay, fine.
Thanks, you're the best.
I rolled my eyes and hung up and went back to focusing on my homework. But sometime later when I lifted my head, I noticed Ace sitting at a table across the room. He looked super serious, talking to someone on the phone in a low voice while flipping through a business book. Ace? In the library? That's gotta be a first. I went back to work, and when I looked at the time, I realized I was running late for class. As I rushed out, someone reached for the doorknob at exactly the same time as me, and our hands brushed. I looked up to see it was Ace, who had a half smile on his face. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, please. After you.
I could feel myself turning red as I smiled and stepped out, and Ace followed me.
Did you see that?
What?
Ace and Sadie. They came out of the library together, and she's looking pretty decent this time. There's something fishy going on here.
It's just a coincidence. Dom has low standards to be friends with someone like her, but Ace is classy.
Yeah, but she is smart and pretty and lives right next to him. But you're right. If Ace finally dates someone, it would probably be someone like you.
Someone like me? It should definitely be me. That girl should stay away from my Ace.
Girl, you're pathetic. You went out with him once in the 7th grade, right? And now you're acting like you have 5 children together or something.
Excuse me?
No, excuse me. I mean, get out of my way. Hey, Sadie, wait for me.
Later that evening, Mom and I had gone out for groceries, but when we returned and walked into our house, we were shocked to find our living room completely trashed. Oh my God, who did this? I'm gonna call the police. I whipped out my cell phone immediately, but Mom suddenly stopped me. That's when I saw the handwritten note she was holding in her hand, which said, "You're running out of time."
No. Oh God, I know who did this.
You do? What's happening, Mom? Who's that note from? Mom looked terrified and started to cry, and I gently led her to the couch. Mom, whatever it is, please tell me. Once she was a bit calmer, she started to speak.
I took out loans from some people for business in this house a long time ago, and I've been repaying them over the years, but this year it just started to get a bit overwhelming. I've been late with some payments, and they're not happy about it.
Why didn't you go to the bank for loans?
I can't, sweetie. You know I'm an illegal immigrant.
You should have told me about this earlier. I could have looked for another job besides writing.
I didn't want to burden you with more. I'm so sorry, Sadie.
I hugged Mom tight, trying to reassure her that everything would be okay, when suddenly we heard a loud thud outside, and we both froze in alarm.
We had just sat down for dinner when Ace sniffed the air, then made an annoyed face.
Dad, can we please move to a better neighborhood?
Why? It's a nice place and our house is fancy enough.
But the smell of fried chicken is killing me.
Who hates the smell of fried chicken?
I do. It's all I can think about all day and I can't even eat it. Do you know how hard I work out?
Okay, enough with the nonsense talk, boys. I have an important announcement to make tonight.
I already knew what it was, and I could barely hide my glee.
I got a call from Dr. Henry at the lab some time ago, and he informed me that Dominic just made what could be the medical breakthrough of the decade.
Ace looked completely stunned.
Several companies are already showing interest in buying the research to produce it. Dom, you may just have solved the company's financial problems.
Dad, I want us to produce and distribute it ourselves. Trust me, it'll bring more money to the company. I've worked out the numbers.
And here I thought you don't have a business mind. Ace, your brother is giving you some tough competition for the CEO spot. Now let's raise a toast to him. To Dominic.
To Dominic.
The next day, I decided to join the gym where Ace worked out, and he clearly wasn't happy to see me. He put on boxing gloves and started hitting the punching bag, and I was certain he was imagining it was my face. I started exercising too, but just a few minutes later, I heard a girl's shrill scream, and I turned around to find Dana on the floor next to Ace, who looked very confused.
Oh my god, you hit my cheek with your elbow.
I did?
You did. It hurts so much. Oh god, my flawless cheek will be bruised till Christmas.
I controlled my laughter and walked over to Ace as Dana's loud wailing continued drawing attention.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you stop crying, please? Let me take you to the clinic downstairs.
I think it's better if you just take me to lunch. I'm sure an ice pack would help my bruise.
Bro, it's the least you could do after hitting her. Ace glared at me as he turned to Dana.
Sorry, but I don't have time for...
Oh my god, this hurts. My face.
Fine. I think lunch is a good idea. Dom, you should join us too.
Does he have to?
I'd love to. Later in the food court, I couldn't stop grinning as Dana slurped loudly on an extra-large smoothie while Ace looked bored and annoyed.
I can't believe I'm looking at the future president of biotech. Wow.
Who are you talking about?
Me, of course.
It's not set in stone, bro.
Ew, of course it's gonna be Ace. You're so cool, Ace. Your next girlfriend would be the luckiest girl on earth, babe.
She winked at him, and he just stared back at her blankly.
This is just the best second date ever.
How is this a date? And when did we have our first?
Don't you remember our 7th grade date? You know, that time we went to the amusement park and you held my hand on the merry-go-round?
And then you puked on my shoes? Holy sh... You're Vomit Girl?
Yes, that's me. And it's so cute you have a nickname for me too. I think I'm gonna cry.
OMG, you guys are just meant to be!
Dom, why are you even here?
You literally invited me.
Dana, are you feeling better now?
So much better.
Great. Now if you'll excuse me, I have important things to do.
What? But...
Ace left before she could even finish, and I burst out laughing. I paid for it immediately when Dana dunked the rest of her smoothie on my head and stormed off. But it was kind of worth it.
I was sitting with Clover in the cafe when Justin came by looking for Dominic. I told him we were waiting for him too, and he plopped his butt next to us and started playing on his phone. Clover looked annoyed at him as usual and was sipping her juice loudly when suddenly she started coughing hard. Hey, are you okay?
What a careless squid.
Did you just call me a squid?
What should I call you dressed like that? A beautiful princess from a faraway land?
Finally, you're making some sense.
I was laughing at their dumb banter when Dominic walked in, smiling from ear to ear.
Here comes the superstar. You're all over the news, dude. Fist bump.
I'm so proud of you, Dom.
I wanted to celebrate it with you last night, but Dad kept me really busy.
I guess you're the favorite son now.
You bet I am.
Okay, Dominic's here now, so tell us your news, Sadie.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to bring the mood down, but I really have to tell you guys this. So, Mom told me something. As I was speaking, Dom's phone kept ringing, and he was obviously distracted.
I'm so sorry, guys. I need to take this. It could take a while.
He got up to answer the call, and Justin picked up his bag too.
Okay then, I'm gonna head out.
Literally no one asked, and also, we don't care.
Justin picked up her sandwich from her food tray, made a peace sign, and left.
Ugh, he's so annoying. Why is Dom even friends with him? Speaking of which, it looks like Dommy Boy is booked and busy now.
Of course he is, and I'm happy for him.
I hope he doesn't forget all about us soon. So, what were you saying about your mom again?
Yeah, about that. Some really shady people are after us. They broke into our house and destroyed the living room and threw some big rocks at our door.
What? That's terrifying. Did you call the police?
No, we can't do that. It's a long story.
Dad had booked a private hall in a hotel for the night's event, and the place was bustling with people in expensive suits and gowns. As Dad stepped onto the small stage, the chatter and the music died down as all eyes turned to him.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. Tonight is a very special night because we are celebrating a milestone in my younger son's career as a scientist. His amazing new product will be available on the market in 3 weeks' time.
He beamed at me proudly as the audience applauded. Dad raised his glass, and everyone followed him.
I present to you with great pride the brains behind our company's latest contribution to the medical field, Dominic.
As everyone joined Dad's toast, my gaze shifted to Ace. I could tell how forced his smile was, and I'd never felt more satisfied. After socializing with a bunch of people, I slipped away for a bit to get a break. I just sat down at the bar when Dad approached me, along with a sophisticated-looking couple.
Dominic, there you are. I would like you to meet Mr. Hansen, the CEO of one of the biggest mobile companies in the country. And this is his wife, Senator Hansen.
As I thanked them for coming, suddenly, someone else joined us.
I'm sorry, I got caught up in the restroom.
Margot?
Dominic! Hey! Congratulations!
So, you know each other?
Yes, sir. We are...
Friends. We're in the same class. And, yeah, we're close friends. Right, Dom?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, how lovely. How come you two never mentioned you were friends, Margot?
You never asked.
I'm very pleased you two are well acquainted. We'll leave you two in each other's company then while we talk business.
When our parents were far enough, I turned to Margot. What was all that about?
I'm so sorry for putting you on the spot. My parents are always after me for not being social enough, and I knew they'd be happy if they thought we were friends.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Would you like some fruit punch?
Sure, why not?
The bartender got us our drinks and we sipped away in awkward silence before Margot broke it.
Well, I didn't completely lie. We're in the same class.
You got a point. So that just makes you half a liar. Is that better? Margot laughed, and I felt rather pleased with myself. She finished her drink and got up to leave.
See you around, Dominic. I'll look forward to your jokes next time.
I could feel myself turn red as I smiled and watched her walk away.
I kept looking out my window impatiently, wondering when Dominic would be back. He hadn't replied to my texts, and when I called him, he didn't answer either. Just then, I looked out the window again, and to my surprise, I found Ace by the pool. If he's back from the event, shouldn't Dom be too? I decided to just go over and ask Ace. I walked through the gap in the fence that divided our houses and went to the pool area. Ace was propped up against the ledge, with his head leaning back and his eyes closed. Hi. Sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to ask where Dominic is. He hasn't been answering my calls. Ace turned around with a half smirk on his face.
He's still pretty busy with all the attention he's getting now. He's been craving this kind of validation his whole life, you know?
I was just asking if he's already home because I was getting worried. As I was speaking, Ace got out of the pool, stood in front of me, and started shaking water out of his hair.
Oh, yeah?
And then, out of nowhere, he pulled me in by the waist till our faces were inches apart. What are you doing?
You got a stray eyelash.
He flicked it away gently from my cheek. Wow, how did you see that? It's pretty dark.
Perfect vision, I guess?
Then he winked at me and let me go. I was still feeling pretty confused by the whole situation when I spotted Dom walk up to the front door of their house.
As I stormed angrily towards the door, I couldn't believe that I'd just seen Ace and Sadie kissing. Yeah, sure, I knew everyone had a crush on Ace, but I never imagined Sadie would like Ace seriously. Just as I was opening the main door, I saw Sadie running up to me.
Hey, buddy, where have you been? I called you a whole lot.
Sadie, if you don't mind, I'm exhausted right now. Let's talk tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Good night then.
I managed to give her a weak smile before I went in and closed the door. It felt like my heart was burning.
The next day at school, I was still feeling troubled by Dom's behavior, and I started talking to Clover about it as we put away our stuff in the lockers. So, last night, I went over to Dom's place, and just then, I noticed Clover wasn't even listening and was watching something over my shoulder.
Wait, is that Dom?
I turned around, and I could hardly believe what I was seeing. Dom's shirt was unbuttoned at the top. He wasn't wearing thick glasses anymore, and his hair was slicked back with gel. Other kids in the hallway were turning around to look at him as he walked towards us.
You're Dominic the science nerd, right?
Hey, what's with the new look? We barely recognized you. But Dominic just ignored us like we were invisible. And then to my shock, he walked straight to Margot at the end of the hall. The two of them left together, laughing and chatting.
Did he just ignore us and walk up to Margot?
I just stayed quiet as I watched them, and suddenly Justin was beside me.
Is that our boy? What happened to his hair?
Beats me. We're running late for class, Clover.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll be there in 2 minutes.
I shrugged and left.
Hey, can you take your headphones off for 1 second? We need to talk.
Do we really need to?
Yes, we do. What's going on with Dominic? Did he say anything to you about Sadie or Margot?
What Dominic and I talk about stays between us. And you shouldn't be so nosy. You're already annoying enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have my video game to get to.
Hope you lose badly.
The next day, when I walked into the kitchen, I found Mom sitting at the table with her head in her hands. Mom, are you all right? Mom looked up and she was crying. Mom, what's wrong?
The people who trashed our house. Their boss called earlier and reminded me of the money I owe him. I told him I could pay a portion of it soon, but he wants the full amount. Sadie, he was the one who helped me with my immigration papers. He said if I don't pay up soon, he could easily mess up my documents and get me deported.
What? Mom, he can't do that. Can he? She just looked at me sadly, and I hugged her tight, feeling panicked. I called up Clover later and told her everything, and she immediately told me to talk to Dom. He's been so busy and, I don't know, acting weird. But this qualifies as an emergency, right?
Yeah, dude, his family's influential, and he is your friend. Listen, I gotta go, but talk to him right now and update me.
Clover hung up, and I looked over at his place. She was right. He had to be there for me now. I marched over to his mansion immediately. The maid let me in and told me Dominic was in the library. When I walked in, I spotted Dom in the armchair by the fireplace reading a book. Hey! Dominic didn't react, and I thought he hadn't heard me. I inched closer and tapped him on the shoulder. That's when he looked up at me, then slowly put his book away.
Sorry, I didn't notice you coming in. What's up?
I was about to speak, but his phone rang, and he held up his hand, asking me to wait.
Sir? Of course, yes, I'll be there. I'm on my way.
He ended the call and awkwardly rubbed his neck.
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
You don't have 5 minutes? It's kind of important.
Not right now. Maybe later?
Sure. He didn't even look at me again as he rushed out, and suddenly, my eyes welled up with tears. I was leaving the mansion when Ace caught up with me.
Hey, hold up. You look upset. Is everything okay?
Hi. Yeah, it's nothing, really.
I may not be Dom, but if you need someone to talk to, I can listen, you know?
It's just some silly stuff, Ace. I wouldn't bore you with it. And I'm sure you have more important things to do.
Try me. Come on.
Ace led me to the living room, and I decided to open up to him. Okay, I really don't know what to do anymore. I found out recently that we are neck-deep in debt. The shady people that my mom owes money to are threatening to take our house, as well as mess with my mom's immigration status because they helped her with those papers. Ace was quiet and looked thoughtful for a few seconds.
If your mom's immigration papers are processed legally, then there's nothing to worry about. I know a few people in the immigration office, and I'll ask them to do it.
You would? Why?
Sadie, I've known you just as long as Dom has. We're neighbors. We aren't close, but I consider you a friend. Trust me, this isn't a big deal.
Ace, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much. Soon after, I left, feeling pretty surprised by this turn of events. But I was gonna take any help I could to sort out Mom's situation.
You might be flying high right now, little bro, but I know what your biggest weakness is, and I'm gonna use it to bring you down very soon.
Soon after, I left, feeling pretty surprised by this turn of events. But I was gonna take any help I could to sort out Mom's situation.
You might be flying high right now, little bro, but I know what your biggest weakness is, and I'm gonna use it to bring you down very soon.
The next day in class, I just couldn't focus on what the teacher was saying because I couldn't stop thinking about how both Dom and Margot's seats were empty, and I wasn't the only one.
Where's Margot?
I saw her last night by the lockers laughing with Dominic. They probably sneaked off somewhere. I can smell something juicy going on between them.
For some reason, that made me feel kind of sick to my stomach. Later at recess, I could barely get my lunch down.
Jeez, your chicken nuggets are begging you to eat them already.
I'm just full. Mom gave me some extra fried chicken when I did some deliveries this morning.
And you didn't give me any? How dare you? You're gonna... Oh, no, you don't, you little butthole.
I leaned over to see Clover playing a video game furiously. You're getting all worked up because of a game?
I tried it the other day because I was bored, and apparently I'm really good at it. But also, it's become really personal now. This unbeatable Beast 123 keeps on challenging me because he or she can't accept that he or she is totally beatable.
Wait, your username is Sharks Can't Poop 96?
Yeah, Woody, right?
Is it? Just then, I noticed Dom walk in, and he was instantly surrounded by a horde of girls, which he didn't seem to mind at all.
So, were you able to talk to Mr. Newfound Fame about your mom's deportation problem?
No, but someone is already taking care of it. I looked down at Ace's message on my phone, who had texted me earlier saying someone was already working on getting Mom's documents in order. Suddenly, I was startled when Clover slammed her hand hard on the table.
Yes, take that, loser! Ha!
You're such a dork.
Who does this Sharks Can't Poop 96 think he is? You're just a noob and I'll beat you next time.
Later that night, I was sitting at my desk with my laptop when an email popped up, and as I read it quickly, I jumped out of my chair in excitement. Mom! I quickly picked up my laptop and ran down the stairs to the kitchen. Mom! Mom! Just then, Mom came running in with a fire extinguisher.
Where's the fire? Or the thief?
What are you talking about? Mom, I got offered a huge publishing deal. If I sign up, they'll give me an advance payment to start, and it could really help us right now. Mom dropped the extinguisher and squealed for joy as we both hugged each other and jumped around like kids. Okay. I need to calm down. I think I'm gonna go out for a quick walk.
But it's rather late.
I'll be right back, don't worry. And with that, I hurried out the door and started walking around the neighborhood, buzzing with excitement. All I really wanted to do was call Dom and tell him the good news, and I almost dialed his number a couple of times, but something held me back. Then suddenly, a car on the road started slowing down next to me, and I felt a bit alarmed. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to be walking alone at this time. I picked up my pace when someone called out.
Sadie, it's me!
I sighed in relief and turned to see Ace leaning out his car window.
What are you doing out here?
Just walking.
Listen, I'm glad I caught you. I want to talk about your mom's papers. Can we go somewhere and sit?
Where?
Just nearby. Hop in.
I felt a bit awkward, but I wanted to know what he had to say, so I got in the car. I thought he'd take me to a cafe or something, but he stopped outside a playground. Why here?
It's a beautiful night, and I thought we could sit on the swings.
Oh, well, you just didn't strike me as a swings kind of guy.
Sure I am. I just miss being a kid sometimes.
You've been working for your dad since a young age, so that's pretty understandable.
Yeah, Dad has always relied on me and I can't let him down, you know? Besides, I've always wanted to save the world by doing something great through biotech.
That sounds awesome, Ace. Anyway, about those documents.
Oh, right.
Ace reached for his jacket's inner pocket and handed me some papers.
You and your mom just need to read and sign these papers, and then the lawyer I'm working with will process them in just a few days.
Oh, thank you so much. Also, I just got a publishing deal, and I can use the advance payment to take care of the fees.
A publishing deal? That's amazing! I knew they'd get in touch with you.
Wait, what? How did you know that?
Shoot! Sorry, I wasn't supposed to blurt that out.
Ace looked away shyly and scratched the back of his head.
Okay, you caught me.
You were behind this?
Since I knew you won't accept any money from me, I thought about showing my friend your story online because he's working for a huge publishing company. I decided not to tell you about this because I didn't want to raise your hopes too soon.
Wait, how did you even find my story?
Well, everyone at school has been talking about your interesting pen name.
Oh, right. So everyone knows Princess Wok Wok is me. That's kinda embarrassing.
It's cute, and I was really hoping the publishers would call you.
Ace, can I ask you a question? Why are you suddenly talking to me? This is like the first time in so many years, and then you're just doing all this and it's just too much.
Remember that night by the pool when I brushed an eyelash away from your cheek? You've never left my mind since then. Well, it's not like I never noticed before how pretty you are. I really don't know why we didn't talk to each other before.
I was caught off guard as he leaned over from his swing and gently pushed away some hair from my face.
Am I going too fast or making you uncomfortable?
No, I mean, it's just a bit overwhelming, and I don't know how to thank you for everything.
There's one thing you can do. Just go out with me and I'll make all your troubles go away. I would really take care of my girlfriend.
I sat frozen in my spot. Ace, of all the people in the world, liked me enough to be my boyfriend? My mind was spinning, and my face felt like it was on fire. Can I think about it?
Of course. Take all the time you need. I can wait.
I'd been standing outside Sadie's door for at least 10 minutes, hesitant to knock. I knew I hadn't been very nice to her lately, and I wanted to apologize. I started pacing across the porch as I practiced my lines. Dude, I'm sorry about my attitude lately. I'm just hurt because you're not telling me everything, especially about what's going on between you and Ace. Please forgive me. I miss you. I hope we can... Suddenly, the door opened and I jumped back.
Oh, Dom, I didn't know you were here, sweetie.
Hi, Mrs. Wilson. Is Sadie home? Her bedroom window is closed.
She went for an evening walk around the neighborhood. She got a publishing deal and she wanted to calm herself down. Isn't that great news? Oh, but of course, she already told you, and that's why you're here, right?
Wow, yeah, of course. That's why I came. To congratulate her in person. But don't you think it's a bit late for her to be walking alone?
Well, she called and said she's with your brother.
Oh, I see.
Do you want to come inside and wait for her?
It's fine, Mrs. Wilson. I'll come by later. Good night. I felt anger bubbling inside me as I walked back to my place. Why were Ace and Sadie suddenly so close? Why hadn't she even spoken to me about this? This was not okay. Just then, my phone rang, and I was surprised to see it was Margot. Hello?
Hey there. What are you doing right now?
Nothing much. Just getting ready to sleep.
Can you come over?
Now? But it's almost midnight.
It's okay if you can't. My parents are out of town as usual, and I was just feeling a bit lonely. But it's no biggie.
I thought about it for a few seconds, then said, I'll be there in 10.
Great. See you soon.
I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But if Sadie could be out on moonlit walks with my brother celebrating good news in her life, well, I could certainly hang out with Margot. Which maybe wasn't the best idea, because I was just feeling kind of awkward being there in her living room as we settled on the couch to watch a movie. But Margot seemed more keen to talk.
My parents are super busy. I'm always alone here, and sometimes it drives me crazy.
How about Dana and your other friends? Do they come here often?
Not much. I'm not really comfortable with them.
Then suddenly, she removed the cushion lying between us and moved much closer.
I'd rather have you here. I hope you don't mind.
Oh yeah, no, I had some time tonight. Otherwise, I'm quite busy nowadays, but... Suddenly, she leaned in even closer and kissed me square on the lips. I felt stunned.
I think I like you, Dom. Do you like me, too?
A few nights later, Clover was at my place for a sleepover, but I could hardly focus on anything and kept rewatching Margot's stories on Instagram. I mean, it just doesn't seem like Dom.
What doesn't?
Him hanging around with Margot and partying with her circle of elite friends.
I got news for you, girl. Dominic always belonged to the elite circle. Maybe he's just wondering now why he was hanging out with us commoners all along.
Oh, come on. He's never been like that. I just don't get why he'd change overnight. And what's worse is that whenever I try to talk to him, he finds a way to avoid me. It's driving me nuts.
Just admit that you're jealous.
I'm not. I'm just saying... All these parties and public displays are more like Ace's style, not Dom's.
Speaking of Ace, you need to give me all the details on that.
I don't know what to make of Ace. He's been really friendly the past few days. More than friendly, in fact. He's been flirting with me a lot, and he's the one who's been helping me with Mom's problem. Clover nearly spat out her soda as she stared at me in disbelief.
That was him? Did you give him a love potion or something?
I find it weird, to be honest. He's just too good to be true. He's even planning to send some bodyguards to protect us from those goons who keep threatening Mom. What if he's up to something?
What could he be up to? And really, what do you have to lose? You date a hot guy and get your mom out of trouble. You can always break up with him later if you don't like him.
But I don't know how Dom will feel about this. They've always been rivals, and I've been put in a difficult position.
Well, Dom isn't around much lately, so...
Right. Clover was watching my face intently, so I forced a smile. Before I forget, Ace actually asked me out to a party.
Then what are you waiting for? Stop being so boring even just for a night and just go.
I was almost considering it. Yeah, I think I was gonna go. Dom was busy partying with Margot. Why should I care what he'd think of me going out with Ace? I walked into the club on Ace's arm, feeling many eyes on us. The place was buzzing and everyone was really glammed up, which made me feel awkward and out of place. But Ace led me straight to the dance floor and pulled me in by the waist.
Isn't this amazing?
Yeah, I guess. Listen, I don't really know how to dance.
Just follow my lead and move to the rhythm.
I was sitting on a bar stool next to Margot when I spotted Ace and Sadie on the dance floor, and my stomach flipped. I felt something close to rage when I saw Ace's hand on her waist. Just then, Margot grabbed my hand and pulled me to the dance floor too. And soon enough, Sadie turned in my direction and our eyes met. I could see she looked surprised and quickly tried to hide it as she gave me a weak smile before looking away. Of all the guys out there, why my rival? Traitor!
Why am I even surprised that he's dating her? She's practically perfect.
Margot had her arms around my neck, and suddenly she grabbed my face and kissed me, and I kissed her back.
My heart felt like it was breaking as I saw Dom and Margot kiss. I needed to get out of here. I gently pulled away from Ace. I gotta go to the restroom. I ran to the bathroom, locked myself into a cubicle, and then I burst into tears. The next day at school, I was still feeling bummed out about the events of the night when I walked over to my locker. As I was taking my books out, a small silver envelope fell to the floor. There was nothing written on it, but I found 2 cards inside. The first card said, "It's been years. Can't wait to finally meet you. Dad." I stood frozen for a few seconds in surprise. What kind of prank was this? And who would play it on me? The second card said, "Dinner at 6 p.m. Brasserie de Pierre. Give your name at the reception." Yeah, sure. I'll go to this high-end French restaurant to meet you, Dad. What a stupid joke. I slammed my locker shut and tossed the cards in the trash. But later that day, when I went to my scooter in the school parking lot, I found the same silver envelope in the front basket with the same notes inside. Someone really thinks this is funny, huh? Just rolled my eyes and started rummaging through my bag for my keys. And as I fished them out, the same envelope with the same cards fell out. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. I took a deep breath and looked around to see if anyone was watching their prank playing out. There weren't many kids around, and no one was paying attention to me. You know what? Fine. If you're watching me or whatever, you win. I'll play your little game and find out who has the time to prank me using a father I've never met. Later that evening, I arrived at the fancy French restaurant at 6 p.m. sharp and walked up to the receptionist. Can you please check for a Sadie on your list?
Mademoiselle Sadie. Yes, please, let me guide you to your table.
The server led me to the main dining area, and I was about to burst with curiosity. I followed him to a secluded corner where a man in his 40s was sitting at a table checking his phone. The server bowed his head and left, and I stood there confused, wondering what to do next. Just then, the man looked up at me, and his face broke into a smile as he rose quickly from his seat.
Sadie? Oh my, you're actually here. Please, sit.
Who are you exactly, sir?
I was hoping you would just call me Dad.
I just stood there staring at him, frozen in shock. I was sitting across from this strange, elegant man, and I had no idea what to make of this situation. Is this a joke? Did someone ask you to do this?
I know it's weird that I've just sprung up out of nowhere, but I swear, this is not a joke. I really am your dad.
How do I know you're telling the truth? The man quietly placed a folder on the table and pushed it towards me. I opened it hesitantly, and it was filled with photographs of him and my mom when they were both younger. Mom had a visible pregnancy bump in one of the photos, and there was a sonogram too. Then I saw some letters and cards, unmistakably in Mom's handwriting. I don't understand. You look happy here. Why did you just leave? And what are you doing here, coming back after 17 years?
I had no choice but to leave. My parents were against my relationship with your mom from the start. When your mom got pregnant, I told my parents that I was gonna marry her. My father threatened to hurt her if I didn't stop seeing her. He was a dangerous, powerful man. I had to leave to keep you and your mom safe, but I never stopped loving you both.
Why didn't they like her?
She came from a poor family, and there was someone else they wanted me to marry, and I did. She got sick and died 3 years after our wedding.
Why didn't you look for us earlier then?
I did. I found you years ago.
Years ago? So what? You sit comfortably on your expensive couches in your fancy suits while watching Mom work to death to feed me and send me to school?
Sadie, I tried to come back so many times in the past 10 years, but your mom wouldn't let me.
I was taken aback by that revelation. What do you mean? Why would she do that?
Your mother hates me, and it's understandable. I tried for years to win her forgiveness, but she kept pushing me away. It was hard to watch you both struggle knowing I could give you everything. I know she kept all this secret from you, but please don't hold it against her. I know she's just trying to protect you.
Dad reached out and placed his hands on mine.
I decided to reach out to you this time without her knowing, because I've watched you from afar for too long. I wanted to meet you so much and try fixing things.
This is a lot to process.
I know, I'm sure you're overwhelmed. But can I ask you for a favor? Do you think we could meet again tomorrow? I'd like to take you for a day out. It would give us a chance to get to know each other better.
I stayed quiet for a few seconds, feeling a storm of emotions, and then I said, sure, I think I'd like that. Dad gave me the widest smile, and I couldn't help smiling back. The next day, we met at a bistro for lunch, after which he took me to a luxury mall. Dad led me into a designer clothing shop, where the owner was practically tripping over himself trying to please us and showing us racks of their newest collection. I looked around at a few pieces, but none of them had price tags. Sir, this doesn't have a tag.
Oh, Miss Sadie, we do not put tags on our products, but it's for $2,300.
Oh, I see. It's lovely. I turned around to put it back on the rack, but Dad swooped forward and took it from me.
We're taking that and anything else you want.
But it's too much. I really don't need...
No buts. You agreed to do this with me today.
By that evening, I was surrounded by shopping bags, and I was wondering how I'd smuggle them into the house.
Tired?
Actually, yes. Can we go home now? I think it's too much already, and I'm worried about Mom seeing all this. Dad looked at me for a moment, then sighed.
I understand. Let's get you home then.
I had to get dropped a block away, climb over the back wall with all my bags, and sneak them in through my bedroom window. Just as I was inspecting my shopping, I suddenly heard a knock on the door.
Sweetie, are you there?
Oh my God. Yes, Mom. Just one sec. I quickly shoved everything under the bed, leaving only one bag on it before I composed myself and opened the door. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Sadie. You're smiling really weirdly.
Am I? I'm just happy to see you.
Where were you after school? You weren't answering my calls.
Oh, Clover dragged me to the mall and she gave me a cute dress and boots as an early birthday present. We were busy having fun. Sorry I missed your calls.
I see. Well, come down for dinner in 10, okay?
Hi, Captain.
You're acting strange. Is anything wrong?
Not at all, Mom. I'm just excited for dinner. Nom nom. In fact, I'll just come down with you now and help you. Mom was looking at me suspiciously as I pushed her out of the room and followed her. I had no idea how she'd react if she really knew what I'd been up to that afternoon.
The next day at school, I was standing with Justin in the parking lot when 3 fancy cars screeched in, and Margot, Dana, and her minion got out of them.
Why are they walking and acting like they're on the set of Mean Girls, weirdos?
I tried not to laugh as Margot approached me with a smile, but just then Sadie arrived on her scooter, and there was something different about her outfit.
Louis Vuitton boots and a Gucci. Who is this?
I only know one person who owns that ugly scooter.
Chicken delivery girl. There's no way she can afford those brands.
Clover suddenly appeared beside us, sipping on an iced latte.
Sorry to burst your jealous bubble, but I think she can, and she looks good.
Sadie took her helmet off, and she wasn't wearing her glasses. Then she shook her hair out, and I couldn't peel my eyes away. She looked stunning.
She probably got plastic surgery on her whole face.
I thought you said she couldn't afford those brands, and now you're saying she can't afford plastic surgery? Make up your mind, girl.
Ugh, I'm not even talking to you. Isn't there a button to shut you up?
Dana slapped the coffee cup out of Clover's hand and stormed off with her minion. Just then, I noticed Margot staring at my face, and it felt like she could read my thoughts. Let's go to class, shall we?
Yes, let's.
She put her arm through mine, and even though I was tempted to, I didn't dare look back at Sadie.
As I got off my scooter, I could feel quite a few eyes on me. And then Clover came running up to me excitedly.
How? What? When? Why?
I'll tell you everything. hold on. We're late for class. But it turned out, so was the teacher. I noticed Dom and Margot talking, and he didn't even look my way as I walked in. So I ignored him too and went to a corner, where Clover and I huddled close together as I told her everything.
So you're telling me that your dad finally showed up and he's a freaking billionaire?
Jesus, your voice!
Sorry, so you're telling me that your dad finally showed up and he's a freaking billionaire?
Yes, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Mom's gonna kill me if she finds out I met him. It's just too complicated.
But you have to.
Just then, Clover got distracted as she looked towards the door.
Your boyfriend is here.
I turned around to see Ace leaning in the doorway, gesturing at me to come out, and somehow, it just annoyed me.
Wake up, my friend, your Prince Charming is calling you.
Can you be any louder?
Wake up, my friend, your Prince Charming is calling you.
You're dead meat. I forced a smile and walked up to Ace reluctantly. Ace, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to see you. Do I need a reason?
But we're having class.
I don't see any teachers around.
Then he stepped closer to me and brushed his finger against my cheek.
I saw you this morning and barely recognized you. You look stunning.
Ace, everyone's watching. Let's talk later, okay? I was sure Dana was digging a hole in my skull with her glare, but I felt more conscious of what Dominic must be thinking.
Okay, but can I have a kiss?
What? No, but before I could finish, he was pulling me closer, and just as I was about to push him away, Dom jumped in and punched his face.
She said no!
What the heck is wrong with you? Aren't you satisfied with what you did last night? It wasn't enough?
What are you talking about?
This!
And then Ace unbuttoned his shirt, revealing bruises all over his body.
You attacked me because of your stupid jealousy. Is that how a young businessman behaves? What a disgrace to our family. Just stop it already, bro. Sadie just sees you as a friend and nothing more.
What? You're spitting nonsense!
With that, Dominic shoved him back, and Ace dropped like a feather to the floor, clutching his arm.
My arm! Ow, my arm! I think you fractured it!
I couldn't believe what was happening. I knelt down next to Ace, who looked like he was in a lot of pain, and then I glared up at Dominic. Dom, have you lost your mind? What is wrong with you? He turned to me with a hurt expression, and just then, the principal walked in on the scene.
What on earth is happening here?
Dad had called me into his office, and I was feeling both nervous and angry because I knew it was all about the drama Ace had created. As I walked in, I found Dad sitting stiffly in his chair, while Ace was smirking in a corner with his bruised face and arm cast. You asked for me, Dad? Dad silently reached for the tablet on his table, then pushed it towards me. Feeling confused, I clicked the video on the tablet, and I was shocked that it was a recording of the fight between me and Ace in school. It showed me punching his face and then pushing him to the ground while Ace wasn't fighting back at all.
Would you like to explain why there is a video sent to my email anonymously of you starting this fight at school, Dominic?
I looked over Ace's blank face and felt anger boil up. Dad, this jerk—
Anyone seeing this video will think that you're a very violent person, Dominic.
I'm not, Dad. You know this.
But other people don't. The possible future CEO of my company attacking his own brother like a rabid dog.
I felt as shocked as Ace looked. Dad really was considering me as the future CEO? Dad sighed and slowly shook his head.
Do you remember the story I used to tell you when you were kids?
Oh no, Dad, please don't.
No, you both need a reminder. There once was a wise chimpanzee who ruled the forest. He took in a lion cub and a wolf cub and raised them like brothers. They both grew up to be strong and fierce, and no one dared to hurt their kingdom when those two stood together. But then a slimy old python started to whisper to them both, "You're better than your brother. You have the stronger genes. You should be king." The two started to fight viciously, and then everything fell apart. Their poor old dad was killed in his sleep by the python because no one was looking after him. And then the pythons took over and banished the wolf and lion from their kingdom forever.
Okay, Dad, we get it.
I'm so disappointed with your actions today, Dominic.
I'm sorry, Dad, it won't happen again.
Make sure that it doesn't. I'll leave you two to sort out your issues.
Then Dad got up and left the room, and I turned to Ace. You sent that video to Dad. Did you get a friend to film the whole thing for you?
Can you prove it? Maybe I just got lucky that someone had their phone out.
I don't hear a denial.
I just know you too well, little brother. Anyone gets close to Sadie, and you will act without thinking.
What is your deal with Sadie? Just stay away from her.
And who are you to dictate anything? Have you asked her if she wants me to stay away?
Stop using her to get to me. That's so low of you.
All is fair in love and war, Dommy. You might have won Dad's favor to consider you for CEO. but you'll never win Sadie over.
She's not some consolation prize to be won because you didn't get what you wanted.
Who said she's a prize?
I stepped closer to Ace. We both know that at this point, I'll probably end up becoming the CEO.
Getting a little more confident, huh? I hope you can maintain that.
Ace's lips curled into an evil smile, and I turned and left the office before I punched him again.
After their crazy fight, I hadn't seen either Ace or Dom at school for the next couple of days, and I was keeping my mind off of them by hanging out more with Dad. As I was coming home one night after meeting him, I saw the living room was dark, and I figured Mom was in her room. I was quietly tiptoeing my way to the stairs when the living room was suddenly flooded with light, and I jumped out of my skin.
What are you up to these days, Sadie?
Sweet zombie kittens, Mom! You scared me!
You really seem to be enjoying your dad's company lately, huh?
I froze in shock. What? How did you know? Mom sat down on the couch, looking really upset.
I saw you walking out with him from a restaurant a few days back. I've been waiting for you to tell me about it, but I guess you didn't have any such plans.
I knelt down next to Mom and held her hands. Mom, I swear I've been planning to tell you, but I just couldn't find the right time. Mom pulled her hand away from me.
Stay away from him, understood? And don't even think about asking for help from him.
Could you talk to him? Just once? Everyone deserves a second chance, Mom.
You believed all his words, didn't you? If you're gonna choose your dad, then fine. Go ahead. You're gonna have a more comfortable life with him.
I can't believe you're saying that, Mom. I just want to have a complete family.
Well, I guess I'm not enough for you.
Mom, it's not like that. But Mom just got up and rushed to her room. I ran after her, but she closed the door in my face. I kept knocking, but she wouldn't open up. Mom, please, we have to talk about this. I finally gave up and went to my room in tears. I called Clover, but she wasn't answering her phone either. I looked over at Dom's place, and I felt even worse. I felt I needed some fresh air, so I climbed out my window and lay on the soft grass, tears streaming down my face as I looked up at the stars. Just then, I spotted something in the grass from the corner of my eye. It was a praying mantis. Oh, wow, it's been a while since I saw one. I was about to crawl quietly to catch it when someone else got to it first, and I looked up to see Dom. What are you doing here?
Chasing some praying mantis, obviously. Are you crying?
What? No. My eyes are just sweating because it's hot.
It's actually quite chilly. Sadie, is everything okay? You can tell me like you always do, you know.
Dominic leaned over and gently wiped the tear off my cheek, and my heart skipped a beat, but I quickly tried to hide it. Wow, look at you, ignoring me for weeks and now pretending that everything's fine? What's happening to us, buddy? And why did you get so aggressive with Ace? Dominic stared at my face for a few seconds.
I don't know either, but I just wanted to.
Just then, Ace suddenly called out to Dom from their balcony.
Hey, bro, your girlfriend has been calling you nonstop.
She's not my...
You should go. I gotta head back inside anyway. See you around. And then I walked away with fresh tears pouring down my face. The next morning, as I shut off my alarm, I sleepily checked my phone, and my eyes grew wide at a text I'd received. It was from the principal, saying she wanted to place an order for 50 fried chickens for a lunch party. Whoa, for real? I ran downstairs to the kitchen where Mom was already frying chicken. Mom continued frying like she hadn't heard me. I got 50 orders from our principal for lunch.
Okay, I'll prepare for it.
I walked up to her and gave her a bear hug from behind. I miss you, Mom. I don't like you being mad at me. Mom unwrapped my arms and kinda pushed me away.
I'll call you once the order's ready.
Okay, and I left the kitchen with a heavy heart. A couple of hours later, I was running breathlessly to the principal's office, carrying her huge order. I knocked at the door before entering, then walked up to the desk and placed the food on it. Good morning, ma'am. Here are your 50 fried chickens. Phew. But the principal looked shocked and almost terrified.
I have an allergy to chicken. Get that away from me.
What? But I got an order from your number, ma'am. Look, this is yours, right? The principal narrowed her eyes as she looked at my phone screen.
There's been some misunderstanding because I never texted that number. Just take them away, now. The smell will make me break out into hives any minute.
Feeling dazed, I picked up the order and left the office. Why did she have to be so rude? No wonder they called her Rude Tank. Yeah, Tank for being fat. I had barely taken a few steps down the hallway when I found myself face to face with Dana and her minion.
How dare you take your chickens to my mom? You could have killed her with those.
I'm just a delivery girl doing my job. I'm not a psychic who can predict an insecure girl's plan to play a stupid prank on a small business.
You're indeed a writer. You're good at making up dumb stories.
I bet her stories are as embarrassing as her.
You can always read one to be sure.
Not interested in reading something by a cheap chicken girl who's trying so hard to fit in. So now you're making up some mysterious long-lost billionaire dad just so you can impress someone like Ace?
Oh, so this is what it's about. And why would I need a rich dad to impress Ace? You've always had one. He's never paid any attention to you. As I started to walk away, Dana suddenly snatched the bag from me and flung it aside. Everyone in the hallway gasped as all the fried chickens went flying across the floor. And then Dana's minion started crushing them with her feet. What makes you think you can treat people like this? Do you have any idea how much hard work you ruined in seconds? Of course you don't, because you're just a stupid, spoiled brat. You know what? I actually feel sorry for you, because you are the most pathetic person I've ever met.
How dare you?
Dana leapt forward to attack me, but just then, Margot stepped in calmly, holding her iced coffee.
Margot, you have got to start taking my side. Chicken Girl started it as usual. She always provokes me.
Margot turned around to me with a strange face, and for a second, I thought she was going to do something to me. But then, she abruptly turned back to Dana and flung her coffee in Dana's direction, and some of it got over Dana's shoe.
I already warned you, Dana, but you never listen.
What is wrong with you? I can't believe you do this to your own friend.
Don't think I don't know the things you say behind my back. I'm not sure you know how to be anyone's friend.
I thought a catfight was about to break out between them, but then Dana leaned away.
Come on, girl, let's go.
As she turned around to leave, Clover suddenly appeared and stuck out her foot. Dana tripped and fell on the floor with her head first in some fried chicken.
Tastes heavenly, right?
You're all gonna pay for this.
As she stormed off crying, Margot suddenly grabbed my arm, her face expressionless.
You and I, we need to talk. Meet me in the chemistry lab after school.
Before I could respond, she walked away too. What was this about? I was at the lab before Margot, and she turned up about 10 minutes late. She sat down on a stool and looked at me squarely.
Listen, Sadie, let's get this done in a civilized way. I know Dom's into you. I'm not so stupid that I wouldn't notice it. So, I need you to stay away from him.
Suddenly, her pretty face became threatening.
You don't want to see my other side, Sadie. You know my dad, right? He can do anything, literally. And, well, my mom, she's a senator with a lot of connections. I can just tell them how violent Dominic is and how he tried to hurt me. Everyone already saw what he did to his own brother. I can ruin our scientist lover boy's life in just a snap. So really, it's up to you. How do you want to play this?
I was speechless for a few seconds. Wow, I didn't expect that from you. Why are you doing this?
Because I can, Sadie. Because I can.
Margot got up and exited the lab gracefully, while I sat there in shock. After talking with Clover and thinking a lot about everything, I'd finally made some decisions. I walked over to the pool next door, where Ace was doing laps. When he spotted me, he quickly came to the edge.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to see you here. You haven't been answering my texts or calls. Listen, I'm sorry I upset you that day. I shouldn't have tried to kiss you. I didn't know you weren't ready.
Ace, never mind all that. We need to talk. Ace just looked at me as I sat down on a pool chair. You've been very good to me, and I'm grateful for everything you did, but I don't think we should see each other anymore.
Why?
Because you don't deserve to be with someone who isn't sure about you. For a second, I saw a furious glint in his eye, but then his face softened again.
If you give me time, I know I can change your mind.
I'm really sorry, but...
You know I'm willing to do anything, right? I processed your mom's papers, didn't I? So what, you just used me?
No, you offered to do it. You said we're friends, right? And I tried being more than that, but I just can't. And then everything that's happening between you and Dom, what is that? I know he's not a violent person, so are you making that up?
Wow, you saw him punching me and pushing me, and I didn't even fight back? And you think I'm the liar here?
I don't know what to think, except that I need to end this.
You do know that I can reverse the paperwork I got done for your mom, right?
Is that a threat? You know what? Now I feel certain that I've made the right decision. Goodbye, Ace. And I walked away quickly, feeling relief wash over me.
As we were having a silent family dinner one night, Dad suddenly cleared his throat.
So I've made my decision regarding this company.
Ace and I quickly looked at each other before turning back to Dad. My heart was beating a mile per minute.
And after careful deliberation, I'm making Dominic the CEO of the company by the end of this quarter.
Oh my God.
Dad, are you kidding me?
Dominic has proven himself with his research and gained the trust and respect of the board. I've made the decision that makes the most sense right now.
Ace's face had twisted into rage, and suddenly he swiped the plates off the table and sent them flying into the wall.
Ace, have you lost your mind?
No, Dad, it looks like you have. You've been preparing me to be the CEO my entire life, and you just gave it to this lowlife? What do you expect me to do, roll over and drool?
I expect you to respect my decision and behave yourself.
You'll regret this, Dad. You're making a huge mistake.
And with that, Ace stormed out, slamming the door hard behind him. I think he's just shocked. Dad, he'll be fine.
I really hope so. Sorry that this moment has been ruined for you. Congratulations, son. I'm sure you'll always make me proud.
Thanks, Dad. I'll do my best. As Dad retired to his room, all I wanted to do was run over to Sadie and tell her the news. In fact, I wanted to talk to her about a lot more. But before that, I had to speak to Margot, and I headed to her place immediately. When I reached Margot's mansion, a maid let me in and informed me that the family was having dinner and I could join them. As I got closer to the dining room, it seemed like there was an argument happening inside, and I stopped at the door.
How many months will you be away this time, Mom?
Do you need an exact deadline? It will be longer than usual.
But it's my birthday next week.
It's just a birthday. We can always celebrate later. Why are you throwing a tantrum?
I'm not throwing a tantrum.
Oh, before I forget, Dominic's father told me that he'll be announcing Dominic as the official future CEO of biotech any day now.
Oh my, that's wonderful. The company will be in good hands with him. He also has this perfect image in the media, which is beneficial for us. Margot, it really is one thing you've done to make us proud, darling. You chose the right guy.
Nothing else about me makes you proud, Mom?
I just gave you a compliment, Margot. Why do you always make everything so negative?
I think we should announce an engagement between Margot and Dominic soon. The public loves that kind of news, and it'll make my deal with biotech all the more secure.
What? Engagement? But
how are things going between you two?
Everything's great. He's the sweetest.
That's amazing. Maybe I could postpone my appointment so we could throw a grand party on your birthday. We'll raise a toast to Dominic for becoming the CEO too, and make him feel special. How does that sound?
Oh, wow, really? I'd love that.
I backed off quietly and went to the living room. Suddenly, things were making a lot more sense. Margot had only gotten close to me to win her parents' favor, and they obviously cared more about their image than they did about their daughter. I was still lost in thought when Margot walked in, looking surprised.
Hi there. How long have you been waiting?
Oh, not that long. Listen, there's something I need to talk about.
Oh my god, I think I already know. Your dad made his decision, didn't he? Are congratulations in order?
He did, yes. But Margot, that's not why I'm here. I have to say something else. Margot looked at me, then quietly said,
This is about Sadie, isn't it?
I'm so sorry, Margot. I don't think this will work between us.
I realized that some time ago. But Sadie likes your brother. What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. All I know is that I need to be honest to you and to myself. Margot came closer to me and put her hand on my face.
That's a good start. Thank you for being honest, Dom. I would never want someone to feel stuck being with me. I care for you. And Sadie, too.
That means a lot to me. I have to get going. But please, don't be a stranger.
I won't.
I kissed Margot on the cheek gently and then left. It had gone much better than I'd hoped.
If I'm not happy, I'll make sure no one else is either!
Clover and I sat silently on my bed, staring at the photos I'd received in the mail last night. I told you, Margot wasn't kidding. She'll use these fake, bruised pictures of herself to destroy Dominic's image. And it won't matter that it's not true. It's just about creating enough doubt. She's influential enough to make a big deal of it in the press. Once that happens, the board of directors will definitely suggest that Dom shouldn't be the CEO for the company's image. This means too much to him, Clover. I can't ruin this.
Margot's crazier than I thought. I get what you're saying, but you also can't let him be with that witch. I said the same before. You have to tell him everything and let him deal with it.
I'm not sure about that. He's just become the CEO, and I don't want him to be dealing with a press scandal.
Did Dom tell you about the CEO announcement himself?
Nope. I just read it in the news like everyone else.
Just talk to him, Sadie.
Suddenly, we heard loud, angry voices downstairs, and Clover and I looked at each other in alarm before we ran down. And I found my dad in the lounge with Mom yelling at him. I see you guys have finally met again.
You asked your father to pay off my debts? And he's the one who has sorted out my immigration papers? How could you do this without asking me?
Can you just calm down?
No, I don't want your help. We were doing just fine without you.
By then, I just had it. No, we're not, Mom. We are not doing fine. I know you've been working yourself to the bone to take care of me, and I love you for that. But we can't handle everything ourselves. I had asked someone else to handle your papers before, but I couldn't trust him anymore. And I can't worry about you being deported one day, or deal with the idea of thugs turning up to terrorize us, Mom. And I've got my own stupid school drama. It's just all getting too much for me, Mom. Mom looked at me, stunned, as tears rolled down my cheeks. You don't have to forgive Dad right away. You're allowed to feel angry. But I do want to have him around, and I want our lives to be less stressful. So please, Mom, for my sake, just try to make some peace with the situation. I hate that you're mad at me. You're my best friend.
Hey, that's me. No one gets my spot.
Mom and I looked at her, and suddenly, we all started laughing.
Believe me, I'm not trying to take Sadie away from you. I have no expectations from you either, except hoping that you'll forgive me one day and accept me as part of Sadie's life. I won't help you again without running it by you first. Okay?
Mom sighed and sat down on the couch.
Okay, I need time to accept all this, but I am willing to try for Sadie. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't realize the toll it was taking on you.
I sat down next to her and hugged her. You know, Mom, I have an idea. Let's go to Cuba to visit Grandma. You haven't been home in the longest time. And with your papers sorted out, it won't be an issue now. I really think we could use a break, don't you? Mom looked up at me and pressed my hand.
Let's do it.
It had been a crazy 3 days since Dad had made the announcement, and with all the meetings, briefings, and press interviews, I was coming back home really late every night. Tonight, I'd come back a little early, and I decided I just had to talk to Sadie. Just as I was going over to her place, the phone started ringing.
You need to come back to the office right now.
Is everything okay?
No, it's not, but I can't discuss this over the phone.
Okay, I'll be right there. And when I got to biotech, I was even more surprised to find Ace in Dad's office, with 2 security guards standing next to him. What's going on here?
I had a feeling I couldn't trust your brother anymore, and I was right. I had one of my men approach Ace, acting like a competitor who was interested in buying the research you worked on for a lot of money. And guess what? Ace made a deal with him.
I stared at Ace in shock. Are you serious? I know you hate me, but you would really do that to Dad's company? What is your problem? Ace leapt from his chair, about to attack me, but the security men held him back.
My problem is that I'm just better than you. I've always been better than you, and you robbed me of something I've been dreaming of my whole life.
Ace, I don't know how to deal with you right now. This is breaking my heart. Even if I made Don the CEO, I expected you to be by his side, helping him build the company up. But you're too busy tearing him down, and you don't even care about how it hurts me. I'm sending you away to France to live with your mother. I don't want you around, not till I can trust you again. If I ever can. Go home and pack your things.
Ace looked shocked, then stormed off with the security guards behind him. I was still reeling from the news when I saw tons of missed calls from Clover. I excused myself and called her back.
Oh my God, finally!
Ow, can you please not shout?
Come outside the office building, now!
I rushed out to find Justin leaning against his car while Clover was pacing around impatiently. What's going on? Why are you two here together?
She can't drive, and she forced me to bring her here because the princess couldn't take the bus. And it's some sort of emergency.
Can you please shut up? Dom, Sadie's leaving. Margot threatened her. You have to talk to her. Well, to Sadie, not Margot. Well, also Margot, tell that witch to buzz off.
What are you even saying? And then Clover thrust an envelope in my hands. I opened it and was shocked to find pictures of Margot with bruises on her arms. What is this?
Margot sent these to Sadie. She's been threatening Sadie to stay away from you or she'll make these public and say you hurt her. Margot is insane. You can't be with her, Dom.
Oh my God, she is insane. And I broke up with her a few days ago anyway.
Well, I guess she still doesn't want to see you and Sadie be happy together. Which, by the way, if you want to be, you gotta tell her something right now. Like right now, before she takes a plane to Cuba.
Sadie is going to Cuba?
You've been really busy, and Sadie has been dealing with a lot. So she and her mom are going to Cuba for a month to take a break from all of it. She told me to give you this file after she was gone, but I thought you should know everything right away. And you shouldn't let her go without talking to her. Also, FYI, she never liked Ace.
Dude, just go to the airport and talk to Sadie so this weirdo can stop talking.
My mind was all over the place, but I just had to focus on one thing. Catch Sadie before her flight. Okay, I'm off. Thanks. Wish me luck. And with that, I sped off in my car.
Do I need to drop you off home too? I have an important game to get to.
Oh my God, I play this too. Wait, you're Unbeatable Beast? For real? I've been beating your butt for weeks.
Your sharks can't poop?
Yep, come on, drive me home and we'll stop by for ice cream on the way. I'll teach you some of my winning tricks.
Crazy girl.
Mom and I had just gotten through the long security lines at the airport, and I was about to switch my phone to airplane mode when I noticed a bunch of missed calls from Dominic. Just then, I heard someone shouting,
Sadie, wait! Sadie, please, wait!
As he ran up to me, I stared at him in shock. Dom, what are you doing here?
Oh God, I need to catch my breath. Okay, I'm fine. Listen, how could you just leave without talking to me for a month?
You've been ignoring me for weeks. What's another month?
Sadie, I'm so sorry. I was really stupid. I just got really jealous seeing you and Ace together. I think he led me to believe some things that weren't true. And yes, I was flattered by Margot's attention, but I think I just agreed to go out with her just because you were seeing Ace. Also, Clover told me Margot was threatening you, and I'll take care of that. Also, I broke up with her a few days ago. It just never felt right because, well, I've been in love with you for a while. And it's okay if you don't feel the same way, I just had to tell you.
I threw my arms around him. I think I feel the same way about you, dummy.
You think?
Aw, you guys, this is so sweet. Sorry to interrupt, but it's the final boarding call. Unless, Sadie, you don't want to go?
Oh, no, Mom. Of course I'll go.
You don't have to, love. You can stay with Clover. Or your dad.
You'd be okay with that?
Wait, your dad?
See? You two have a lot of catching up to do. And yes, I'll be okay with that, Sadie. I'll see you in a month.
Dom and I waved her goodbye as she left for her flight. Then we turned to each other, feeling kinda awkward. This feels a bit weird, right?
A little, but weird in a good way.
I agree. Dom smiled at me warmly, and I just couldn't help pulling him in for a kiss. He kissed me back, and it felt just right.